Either way, it is going to be Splyce here on the defense first, showing us their defensive chops. And they're defending heroes to start things out. It's going to be Pure on the Mercy, Flame on Zarya, Steel on the Reaper, Papa Smurf on Reinhardt, Clockwork on McCree, and Kozin on the 76. And this is where teams really have not entirely given up on McCree, even though he did get nerfed. A lot of teams still think he has a pretty decent role to play. The part that's really interesting for me here, though, looking at this defense coming from Splyce, is that they're not running a defensive Junkrat. Defensive Junkrat, of course, has been a real staple for many a team here, and they're just not going with it, instead opting for a little bit more hit scan DPS. And maybe this is a deal with Pharahs that could be coming in. I don't really know. But it's a little bit unconventional, to say the least.
Ah, my friends, such resources standing around. There's glory to be won.
And meanwhile, looking here at the offense side, coming out from Team NoNamers, it's going to be Ashley on the Mercy, Bear G on the Reinhardt, Fuzi on the Reaper, Dayuki on the Pharah, Sickness on 76, and Scratch on the Lucio. So just see just what this offense has in store. But I will note, no Widowmaker yet again. We didn't see a whole lot of Widowmakers yesterday. Doesn't seem like we're going to be seeing a whole lot of Widow today. But the offense going right in, not wasting any time. Just going right through the archway, already moving on top of the point, and moving Splyce back just a little bit. But take a look here at Steel. Steel already getting into it on the double kill, takes out the Mercy. There will be no res charging up here for the offense. And Steel just W-mouse winning his way to the victory with Clockwork in support. Another two going down, so Splyce coming in pretty strong to start this out. And I don't know, said you will about McCree, but Clockwork already almost has a Deadeye up. Deadeye, of course, one of the stronger parts of McCree's kit, was not touched at all in the recent round of nerfs, so some people might have ran McCree's demise a little bit too early here, but look at Steel. Still just staying here in the health pack area, waiting for his opportunity, going right in, and immediately getting taken out by Fuzi, Reaper on Reaper action. Meanwhile, look at Papa Smurf, he does have Earth Shatter up already, could drop it in a moment once Bear G's shield gets broken. Bear G's shield really close to breaking. And now if he wants, he could get a 3-person Earth Shatter. He's holding on for now, waiting for an opportunity. I'll just give it here a moment. The offense slowly getting whittled down here. They're not doing a whole lot. They're waiting for their own opportunity. Papa Smurf's going to get charged right in, takes out Dayuki, and a big Earth Shatter going to knockdown 4. And now Papa Smurf just gets to swing the hammer to his delight. Very big plays coming out from Papa Smurf here today. Clockwork with a little bit of follow-up, and as a result, Splyce again going to hold firm in the first minute and a half of this game. Now, some people are noting chat Clockwork from TF2. It is the very same. Clockwork known for some of his Scout legendary play in TF2. Usually has been having a good run of it on hit scan characters here in Overwatch. But here we go, the offense setting up once again. Really, they have no problems getting in early on to the point, but they've had trouble confirming the kills that they need to get. And I'm gonna know, Papa Smurf does have Earth Shatter up again. He's moving in already. Will drop the hammer again. Another 3 people knocked down to start this out. And Steel might just finish this off with Death Blossom, but might not even need to do just that. He's just running over. W-Mouse 1 takes out the Roadhog. And Dayuki now in some trouble. Not gonna be able to get the elevation to get away from both Clockwork and Steel.
Let's kill. Death comes.
Alrighty, so Steel right now going to choose really aggressive posturing here for defense here on King's Row. Usually don't see people go this far out, but Steel, if you look at it, he's measuring the enemy team. He has a pretty good idea of where they're at. And once they go in, he's just going to move in with the Death Blossom. And in fact, he finds 76 for free. 76 throws down the healing station. Not going to do a whole lot versus Reaper's damage. And Steel right now, he knows the offense is going in. He's trying to catch up. Is looking for Dayuki. Dayuki will go down while barraging. Doesn't quite get the most value off this. And here comes a Death Blossom from Steel, just going right in on the double kill, looking for more. Makes it a triple. And Steel, with the aid of Zarya, going to just clean that up. So pretty good run here for Splyce here thus far. I believe this is the first time I've actually casted Splyce since they've gotten picked up by their sponsor. They used to be known as Fine I'll Go McCree. Brought that up a little bit ago, but for those who are just tuning in. So not a new team in the scene by most people's standards, but certainly newer than some of the other teams that have been around. Still right now not being quite as aggressive, doesn't have Death Blossom or anything like that up at the moment. Pure, though, will have res up for this next fight, and let's take a look at BearG. BearG has to try and land a good Earth Shatter here. It's one of the only ways the offense can go in, but BearG just sort of getting knocked around here is probably not going to be able to get the Earth Shatter he wants down. Popsmurf just sort of went behind him. W Mouse won the people in his back. Steel with a little bit of extra cleanup, and really, I mean, the biggest problem here for the offense, I don't think the offense of NoNamers has really had a decisive rush-in at any point here. And even the times where they have gotten near the point, they just haven't been able to mechanically get the kills they need to get. And certainly, of course, you look at the play of Splyce have had really good mechanical play from Steel. Papa Smurf has had some great Earth Shatters. And Clockwork in general, just a very solid McCree play. So nothing too flashy about this game, just Splyce winning on all the basics at the moment. Clockwork does take out Scratch before this even starts. Now the offense is going to have to go in here 5v6, and that's never a good look. Unless they get a quick pickoff here to even the odds, it's going to be hard for them to get things in their favor. They're going to get poked down a little bit harder. They're going to have trouble stabilizing. And looking here with Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf does have Earth Shatter ready. Gonna knock heads with the other Reinhardt. Gets taken out by Scratch, who did respawn. Has Tech Visor on the way. 2 kills here for the offense. The best look that they've had all game long. As they get on the point, this is do or die. We are into overtime. But here comes Clockwork now on the McCree, looking for the left clicks that will seal the game in Splyce's favor. Farah has to run for her life, takes a bullet to the head anyways. And that is going to be a very strong hold coming out from the side of Splyce.
Play of the game.
So there was an issue where we had the donations up from yesterday. We're just going to fix that right now as we go in and all the rest. But there's play the game kind of from Steel. We were actually looking at him as he did that, but Death Blossom, definitely one of the more impactful ults in the game, and seeing a lot more of it now that Reaper is getting played way more in both One Hero Limit and sort of a post-Widow, post-McCree nerf world. Even though I will go on record as saying I think Widow is being entirely slept on right now, and she'll come back without any other changes really being necessary. Teams tend to overreact to nerfs at points. So we are rolling right along into the second part of King's Row here. It's now going to be Splyce on the attack. We are running a normal stopwatch rule set here today, which means that you have to beat another team's performance on the map to win the map. And all Splyce has to do to beat the performance of NoNamers is simply capture the point they were not able to capture in point A. If Splyce is able to take this point A, the point that we're looking at right this second, they will have a better performance here than NoNamers did, and as a result, they will win on King's Row, they will win this best of 1 series, and they will move on to the round of 64. By the way, one thing every now and then I notice people talking in chat about video quality and all the rest. Be sure to set the stream quality of the source. We use a somewhat higher encoding here on the stream, but as a result, Twitch has problems dealing with it on the re-encode. So if you're on source quality, things are usually pretty good. But if you go to high or anything lower, you do get somewhat of a lower quality, and that's a Twitch thing. I'm not really sure why. One of these days, I'll have to talk with someone on Twitch and go, hey, why does this happen? But if you are watching, definitely set your stream quality to source. Things will help you out tremendously. Either way, though, looking at the defense coming out from the side of NoNamers here, they are going to be running Farah on the defense, represented by Dayuki, Sickness on the Junkrat, BearG on the Reinhardt, Fuzi on the 76, Ashley on Mercy, and Skarch on the Symmetra. So pretty standard coming out here. We will see Junkrat making his grand appearance. Meanwhile, taking a look at the Splyce side, it's going to be Cozen on the Mercy, Steel on the Farah, Flame on Zarya, Papa Smurf on Reinhardt, Clockwork on McCree, and Pure on the Winston. So pretty aggressive team comp coming out here from the side of Splyce. I'd expect Pure to really just leap in here sooner rather than later, and Steel's just going to be looking for the follow-up. Moving in with a concussive blast, looking for rockets over the top. Standard King's Row play. And we'll see if NoNamers can withstand the onslaught as right now Steel already getting into it, lands a big mid-air on the Farah. Dayuki getting deleted from the game. To start this out, 2 though kills for the defense, trying to hold in, but right now no one's looking at Steel. Junkrat isn't even looking at Steel as he's behind him. Farah equipping the stealth suit apparently, as the offensive Splyce now getting a decent positioning. And even though they lost 2 people, those people are going to be coming back sooner rather than later. They have less of a run back to deal with. And Steel already almost has a barrage up. Will take out the Mercy. No Resurrection will be on the menu here for the defense. Clockwork and Pure with a little bit of cleanup, and now this is going to be almost nearly a full team wipe in favor of Splyce as they are all getting on top of the point. Steel looking for a little bit of fair on fair action in the back, and just like that, Splyce might already have this point, and as a result, they are going to be winners of this map. They will move on to the round of 64. So GG's to Splyce. Of course, it was sort of expected for this to be the outcome in the round of 128, but still a good showing nonetheless.
I'm escorting the payload. Let's keep it moving.
Alrighty, so that is going to be it for this. Hopefully we'll be getting right into the round of 64. We'll see if Splyce has their next round opponents already lined up. I'll note, by the way, that Hex should be coming into things in about a half hour.